Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and whoever or whatever you identify as. Welcome to the Car of Chaos for the first video for Pitbull Gaming 66 from said Car of Chaos. If you're wondering why I say first video for the Pitbull Gaming 66 is because I don't know whether you're aware, but the Gobby Guy channel is back, and that is usually being done all the time in the Car of Chaos. So it's not the first time in the Car of Chaos if you watch Gobby Guy, but if you're watching Pitbull Gaming 66, it's the first time it's been in the Car of Chaos. And the simple reason why I'm sitting here doing this is my wonderful daughter is in a birthday party at a place where I'm miles away from home, and where the fuel prices are at this present moment in time, I'm not wasting what's equivalent to 6 tons of gold just to drive there and back. So I'm sat here. So while I've got the opportunity, might as well do some videos. Makes sense. It's busy behind me. I'm at a place called Beckys Farm, and those of you who know Birmingham will know where Beckys Farm is. It's quite busy. It's a lovely place. There's a golf place behind me. There's a fish shop over there called Shirley Aquatics. I think it's Funky Golf behind me, and in front of me is the Beckys Farm shop, which has got a conference centre and that. It's a lovely little place, and if you're ever in the Birmingham region, look it up and go and have. The cafe's quite reasonable. It sells farm stuff and that, but as I said, you can get, well, there's all sorts. I mean, there's even there's a tyre place, there's a disabled vehicle place, there's florists. So go if you're ever here in Birmingham, and you're welcome, Beckys Farm and all the other companies that I've mentioned that are around here for free advertising. But there you go. So that's why I'm in the car. And I might as well take this opportunity to do a few videos. So I've got my phone, obviously, because, yeah, I'm in here. And there's some articles that have been out in the last week or so to do with Doctor Who. And I've not spoke about Doctor Who for a while, so time to take that opportunity. So I'm going to read a few things off here, as you do. And, well, yeah, we'll see what we think of them. Right, the first one is the Radio Times, that good old traditional magazine of the logical. And the title was, Who Will Be the New Doctor Who Companion? I mean, not who will be the new Doctor, because, well, I'll cover that later. So, I will read this. It's by a gentleman, I'll presume. I mean, you know, pronouns and all that. Sebastian Astley. And it was published on the 1st of March, so the beginning of this month, at exactly 4:17 p.m. I do love the time when they timestamp them, because like that makes a difference. So in any case, so let's see what Sebastian has to say about what he thinks, or who he thinks the new companion will be. I will be reading from the article. It's there, so you know, yeah, just so you know. Well then, we still do not know the identity of the next Doctor. Correct, but there are already a few clues about who could be their partner in time. So we haven't got any clues about the Doctor, but we might have some clues in the partner of the time. In any case, I should carry on. With production on Russell T Davies' second run on Doctor Who gearing up, rumours are rampant about who could be the next Doctor, with some strong contenders in the mix. There certainly is, but as always, rumours. But what about the co-lead of the series, the Doctor's partner in time, the all-important companion? It's very nice to see. We'll have a sip of coffee. That is actually referring to as a companion, as it should be. So in any case, I'll continue. Well, since Davis announced his return, which was very, well, I would say very gratefully received, to be brutally honest, we've seen reports claiming the stars of It's a Sin, Sex Education, Foundation, Being Human, and even the return of former companions could all be on the horizon, which of course is standard. And it's not just Doctor Who, it's everything. I mean, let's be honest. You know, you have football managers, it's the same thing, and, you know, everybody likes to have their guess and their opinion and their rumour and their idea of who they'd like, for all intents and purposes. So we'll have to wait and see. Fans themselves have been speculating, theorising and fan casting for Davis's next season, which is what we do. I know a lot of people don't like that. People get really irate for no apparent reason because other people are trying to guess. Why don't you just wait and see? Because we don't just wait and see, because it's a bit of fun, isn't it? It's a bit of a laugh. Why not? With ideas of Georgia Tennant returning as Jenny, that would be good. But it wouldn't be Georgia Tennant, would it? Because she regenerated, so it'd be somebody else. Just saying. Or perhaps the grandchild of Ian and Barbara boarding the TARDIS. Be a nice throwback to the old classic series. Anything's possible, I guess. Some fans are even suggesting pivoting away from the contemporary Earth companion and moving to a non-human companion, like Handel's or Rusty, or the historic companions in the vein of Fraser Hines's Jamie McCrinnum from the classic series. Yeah, I can see that, but of course remember that Jamie McCrinnum was technically human. So who has been rumoured for season 14? That's if they even call it season 14. They might use it as a reboot and start again at series 1. And then we'll have New Who. Well, would that make that New Who? And the other one, oh, that's a horrible feeling. I've just thought that if we call this one, if they do reboot it, we call it New Who, then the New Who that is now would be Classic Who, and Classic Who would be, what, Veteran Who? In case I'm just, yeah. Okay. If there's any evidence to support them, check out our top candidates for next companion below. Right, who will be the new Doctor Who companion, or commonly known as, hello, we're going to have a guess like everybody else, but then have a go about everybody else having a guess. Right then, Tanya Reynolds. Best, oh, God, here we go. Straight away, it's like anything that Russell T Davies has done, or anything to do with, they're the top contenders. Best known for a role in Sex Education's Lily Eagleheart, Reynolds is a name that's been thrown into contention when reports suggested the BBC was eyeing her for a role in BBC. Reports suggested the BBC was eyeing for a role in Davies' return to the Who, specifically The Sun. Well, yeah, there's a bastion of logic and sense. The Sun. I mean, there's only the Daily Sport that'll be any worse than that. That's still going. Has claimed that producers are keen on Reynolds because she's a unique sidekick, comparing to the likes of Billie Piper and Jenna Coleman. There is two companions so very different. Okay. However, the report also noted the dilemma for Reynolds as it required Lily's role to be lessened for sex ed. Then she's not going to do it then, is she? She's not going to lessen a role that's apparently making her famous. Reynolds certainly fits the mould for companions, while she's already a rising star in Britain, appearing Fanny Lee delivered as well as Emma. Doctor Who could give her the same catapult to fame as Karen Gillan when she was cast in 2009. Maybe. I mean, anything's possible. On the other hand, Reynolds appears to be as busy slated over the coming months with a role in HBO's The Baby, as well as filming Sex Ed's 4th season this spring. Around the time Davies will take on Who, a new take on Who, will begin shooting. With that in mind, a 60th anniversary appearance may be unlikely. So here's what we think, and then we talk ourselves out of it. Still, you never know. The Baby is only a supporting role, but it's still a role, isn't it? Let's be honest. And Sex Edge production concluded in November. It is entirely possible that Reynolds could board Doctor Who in time for later episodes, maybe even a full season of 14 after the 60th celebrations have concluded. I love it when they do this, but this is what we all do, so that's fair enough. Right then, next one. Annabelle Scholly. Another possible name floating around is Being Human and the split star Annabelle Scholly. The pictures are up here if you just want to know what they look like, because sometimes I don't know the names. I just, yeah, I've seen you. She actually screen tested in the past as the companion to Matt Smith's 11th Doctor, potentially for Amy Pond or Clara Oswald. Well, recently she played Claire in Who's Flux. Do we really want to then? Where she played Claire in Who's Flux. Ministry is quickly becoming a fan favourite. No, not really. Yeah, well, okay. It's the Doctor, it's the, it's Radio Times. Everybody's going to be a fan's favourite, even if they don't know who they are. In interviews, Scholly has claimed to know nothing about anything in regard to the 14th companion, but she's very happy merely to be considered. Yeah, but because no one knows, we were all guessing. From the IMBD, Scholly seemingly has no projects currently in development, making her schedule quite free to be taken up with the project with a lifelong production shoots like Doctor Who. Right, so just because she can't get a job, should give her a job in Doctor Who. If she can't get a job, what does that say about her acting ability? Just saying. Likewise, Scholly is no stranger to fronting historical ventures, with her stints in Britannia and Medici proof of that. She's already played a guest in the series, but that didn't stop Freeman Ackerman. Well, I suppose he didn't. And as with the Doctor, I mean, you know, Peter Capaldi had already been in it. So that means nothing. Right then, Lydia West. Well, let's see if it says it on here. West has been one of the current names for the mantle of the 14th Doctor, but perhaps that's an intentional smokescreen, or maybe it just really isn't at all. Who's to say she couldn't be the new Doctor's best friend instead? Well, because she was in... Well, anyway, she's already has a history for the show, voicing Vivian in the big Finnish story, The Sorcerer of Albion, part of the Donald Noble kidnap connection. West has also clearly caught the attention of Who showrunner Davies and next series boss Stephen Moffat, having worked on years and years, and it's a sin. As with the people who have been mentioned for the Doctor, if anyone's done anything to do anything with what Russell T Davies has done in his career since Doctor Who, they're automatically taken in as they're going to be in the Doctor Who. It doesn't mean that at all. But in any case, and Davies' Dracula for Moffat, as well as starring in the upcoming Inside Man. Funnily enough, West was also set to star opposite Russell Tovey in an upcoming drama, Text for You. One of the candidates posed a potential 14th Doctor, and a favourite of Davies's, much like Donna Noble, who, to be fair, I really didn't like her as a companion in any way, shape or form. But then again, that's because I don't particularly like Catherine Tate. So, the Doctor Who universe exists well around Lydia West in the most perplexing ways. Well, here we go. Tiana Miller. And another one. Similar to West, Miller was in history of both Davies and Doctor Who. First, she appeared as a regenerated Time Lord General in 2015's Hellbent, with the classic line, that's better. She also recently cast as Davies' big Finnish story, Mind of the Hodiak. She's also been rumoured as a contender for the 14th Doctor, because, of course, she's been in, is she in Assassin? Probably. Miller herself has seemingly debunked these reports during a cameo appearance back in February 2021, claiming to know the identity of the next Doctor, really, having worked with them, and that you will be absolutely fall in love with them. I don't know whether to take that as a good sign or a bad sign. Wait and see, I guess. Miller's worked on both years and years, there you go, in Sex Education, so could be referring to one of the actors on this very list. However, her recent comments contradict this, implying that she did know the next Doctor. She's not so sure now. Well, so she didn't actually know the new Doctor. She just thought, well, I'll say that, and that'll make people pay attention to me, I guess. Unless that's exactly what she wants you to think. Oh, God's sake. Right, Ollie Alexander. Right, okay. This guy, before we go anywhere, no. Just literally no. In any way, shape or form. In summer 2021, rumours swirled around that Alexander was set to become the 14th Doctor. No, and no. Since then, both he and his manager reaffirmed multiple times that is not the case. Well, no, because let's be brutally honest. Okay, he's done a little bit of acting, not a huge amount of acting, but he also has his band. So, yeah. But neither have directly denied the potential upcoming appearance. But so they go, no, he's not doing it, but apparently that isn't denying. In fact, Alexander has stated in interviews he's a big fan of the show and would like to make an appearance sometime in the future. Well, that's absolutely fine. He can as a guest star. One caveat to Alexander as a potential companion is his recent released second album, Night Call. Well, he makes an album, and okay. He's set to play a handful of dates that directly conflict with the rumoured filming of the 60th anniversary. As I said, band touring in May 2022. However, as is the case with Reynolds, he appears to be free at the end of 2022, around the same time that a full season 14 could begin production. Overall, we'd like to say you can't rule him out as a companion. After all, he's already faced the Daleks in Russell T Davies' production before, thanks to a storyline in It's a Sin. Billy Piper, no. I'm not even going to read that, because just because she's in there, no. In any case, she can't. She's in trapped in an alternate dimension, which David Tennant couldn't rescue, as Doctor couldn't rescue her from. So no, no, and no. I'm not even going to read that one out. Catherine Tate, no. So we end it with the old ones coming back. Okay, maybe for the 60th special, but as companions full time, no, no, and no. Billy Piper, because, well, reasons that the show's actually already set up, and Catherine Tate, well, I suppose she could, but no, please no, because I didn't like her, and nothing's changed. So there you go. So that's who the Radio Times, that's how, what's his name? Was it Sebastian? Yeah, that's what Sebastian thinks. Even though an awful lot of that was a lot of contradiction. They're going to be this, but then they're not. Then they're going to be this, but they're there, and they're not. So, what is it? Yay or nay? Who knows? Any case. So, been a while for a Doctor Who video. Thought I'd start with that one. You'll probably get a few videos where I'm sat in the car just like this. So, it's not because I'm a dirty riffy git. It's just that I've got the opportunity to spend a bit of time talking and doing videos whilst waiting. I've got another hour to go yet. And with that, I shall bring this one to a close. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like and share. If you want to watch some more videos like this and my gaming on here, and also don't forget to pop on over to Gobby Guy, because he's back, or I'm back as Gobby Guy, which is more of my sort of political points of view. Then pop on over to that channel. And if you've popped over to both channels and you like what you see on both channels, it'd be very nice if you could subscribe, because subscribers are nice. It's very nice to, it's a bit like likes really, and shares. It just shows that people do actually pay attention. And with that, and as always, ladies and gentlemen, and until the next one, I'm going to love you and leave you.